This is WNEP TV 16, the news station. Now, Nolan, Johannes, Karen Harch, Jack Ruland in Skycam 16, meteorologist Tom Clark with his backyard forecast, and Tim Carl through sports. This is Newswatch 16.
A new study shows that if you're a parent and you're depressed, your children are more likely to have general health, social, and psychiatric problems than children of normal parents. In tonight's Health Watch report, Newswatch 16's Bob Constantini goes to Schuylkill County to find out more about the study in the American Journal of Diseases of Children.
Experts aren't sure how much depression is passed from parent to child through genetics. Depression is a state of mind, but the Yale study says children of depressed parents not only are likely to be depressed themselves, but are also likely to have more physical and psychiatric problems as well. Martina Schnaring is a child psychologist for the Schuylkill County Intermediate Unit. She says parents usually don't realize their own depressed state until a problem develops for the child.
The parent often brings the child based on the child has problems and is completely incognizant that the problem emanates from the family. So once you get the parent here, they're almost always willing to work at it because of their child.
There are some children, of course, who would not be affected by parental depression.
And they're going to ignore the way the parents perceive life. I think that it's the more shy youngster, the more maybe introspective youngster that has the tendency to follow the parents' attitude.
And that can eventually lead to psychiatric and health problems for the child that the parents may have never experienced. Researchers don't know why, but the Yale study suggests depression can go from one generation and be much worse for the next. Bob Costantini, Newswatch 16.
A heart transplant patient from Scranton is coming home. 32-year-old Edmund McDermott was given a Jarvik 7 artificial heart on June 13th, that is, 8 days later, a human donor's heart at Pittsburgh's Presbyterian Hospital. McDermott will get a big welcome home to Scranton tomorrow morning. The Weekend Weather Watch is next with our chief meteorologist, Tom Clark.
That umbrella, I don't know, Tom. I think you've had it in your hand every day.
I better keep a low profile this weekend. Fourth weekend in a row with rain.
Oh, boy.
Yeah. I'll tell you when it won't be raining this weekend when we come back. You're watching Newswatch 16 on WNEP, and we're proud to serve Jim Thorpe and all of Carbon County.
A new kind of soft drink with incredible taste, real Minute Maid juices, and vitamins too. How about amazing? In orange or lemon lime. Keebler presents the appealing taste of baked potato skins in a crispy, crunchy chip.
Potato skins got baked potato appeal, because they're made with potatoes and skins that are real.
The Keebler elves make potato skins with real potatoes and real potato skins for a flavor with whole baked potato appeal.
Cheddar cheese and bacon, sour cream and chives, tasty baked potato, you won't believe your eyes. They're made with potatoes and skins that are real. Potato skins from Keebler, baked potato appeal.
If you live in Lackawanna County, almost all of you can now dial 911 if there's a medical or police fire emergency. Starting today, the County Communications Center here at County Hall Annex can now receive 911 calls from the residents of Jefferson Township and the Mount Cobb area. It's all due to new switching equipment on the telephones in those areas that went into service today. Only 40 homes in Lackawanna County cannot dial 911. They are on the 937 exchange of the South Canaan Telephone Company. Those people must dial their own 7-digit numbers for police, fire, and ambulance.
Well, let's go out to the backyard now and see if there's any rain out there, Tom.
Oh, Karen, it's close by. Some very dark clouds close by now on the horizon. Some lightning and thunder in the distance. Let's get right to the weather watchers. And Jim Knight Jr. in Dunmore has 83 degrees, and it was partly sunny there in the past hour. Richard Wapham in Danville, 84 the past hour. I suspect it may have dropped down because he had some very dark clouds just to the west. And Michael Swinar in Reading, 84 degrees, partly sunny down there at this hour. In the backyard now, some very dark, threatening skies, 78 degrees. Humidity 64%. The wind is southwest at 8, the barometer at 29.94. 81 and 63, the range here today, some dense fog this morning. 96, the record high back in 55. Beautiful. A year ago, 75 the high temperature. And a view of the Tumbling Run Reservoir near Pottsville. Now, this is a live radar scan, the 60-mile sweep. I'm standing right about there. Very heavy thunderstorm just to the south of the Wilkes-Barre-Scranton Airport. Another one up there just to the north. Oh, I'd say halfway between Wilkes-Barre and Scranton. I can see that one right up there. Some lightning flashing up that way. And it looks like another big storm. Oh, that's down near the Cunningham area. These storms, 1, 2, 3, 4, heading down to the southeast at about 30 miles an hour. So some of these storms containing some very heavy downpours and vivid lightning and even some hail. Let's expand that radar view now on the WeatherWatch computer. Thunderstorms all the way down from New York State, down across central Pennsylvania. Had a report from Washingtonville in Montour County, just north of Danville, 1.25 inch diameter hail at about 5 o'clock this afternoon. So if you see the sky getting dark this evening, get inside as soon as possible, and that's what I'm going to do in just a moment. Now, this satellite view just in, we have a couple of fronts. We have one coming through this evening. Behind it, not too bad a day tomorrow. We'll have some sunshine, and then this line will come through on Sunday, and that should bring some more scattered showers and thunderstorms. Overnight tonight, a few downpours out there, maybe some hail. So keep an eye out for that. Montrose about 59 the low tonight. The Blueberry Festival tomorrow up that way. Milford 62, West Pittston 62. For the low tonight, 63 in Shamokin. Slottisburg about 59, a west wind. Here's the sunrise time for tomorrow morning, and that will be at 5:59. And 8:19 sunset tomorrow. Overnight, some big thunderstorms around for the next 4 or 5 hours. Then things will settle down after midnight. 83 tomorrow, partly cloudy. Most of the day will be rain-free. More showers possible tomorrow night into Sunday. Saturday should be the nicer of the 2 days of this weekend. A little bit of sun on Sunday. And then cooling off back into the 70s Monday and Tuesday. So, it's bad out here, man. It's getting there.
Bad.
Come on in.
You might have to have that umbrella at 11 tonight, Tom.
Yeah, I might.
See you later.
The Sports Watch is next with Albie Oxenrider in for Tim Carlson. And tonight, Albie has part 3 of his series on the Giants training camp.
A look at how the Giants are shaping up in '86.
Make owning a home so easy at Wyoming Homes. We've got quality for less. We're the manufactured home leader in the state of Pennsylvania. Wyoming Homes. We got double wide modulars, new and used. We'll even do your setup and your furniture too. You get it all at Wyoming Homes.
Albie, we've had several calls from Dunmore people wondering about the weather in Hershey.
That's for the Big 33 game, and we're going to be anxious to see. Last year, remember, there was a lot of threat of rain, but it turned out nice. Let's hope the same for this year. A lot of those Dunmore fans might be going down to Hershey for the annual Big 33 game. It's tomorrow night at Hershey Park Stadium. The second straight year, the Pennsylvania All-Stars will be playing Maryland. The Dunmore fans might be going to watch former Dunmore star Bob Ruddy. Ruddy missed practice earlier this week with a groin pull, but he says he'll be ready at game time. The Pennsylvania team will be coached by Dunmore coach Jack Hens. Also be looking out for Berwick Charles Fedorko. That's tomorrow night in Hershey. Also tomorrow night, the Scranton Eagles will try to improve on their 2-0 record when they play defending national champion Syracuse. It's a 7:30 start from Scranton Memorial Stadium. Eagles have outscored their opponents in their first 2 games 61-0. Highlights of that one tomorrow night at 11 o'clock, and it should be a good one. The NFL season's just around the corner, and tonight we conclude our 3-part series on the New York Giants training camp. Here's our preview of what Giants fans can look for in '86. For the New York Giants, 1986 is the year of optimism, a year to put it all together and to get revenge for last year's playoff loss to the Bears.
We're just not satisfied with being anything less than the best, and that's our goal. And yet last year's history.
Past couple of years, we fell a little short. but it was a learning experience. Hopefully we'll do what we've done the past 2 years. That's work real hard and not have too many injuries. And if those two factors come involved, I think we'll have a chance to win some football games.
Last year, the Giants lost in the second round of the playoffs, and because of that early exit, a lot of people forget how good a year they had last year. Their 10-6 record came in football's best division, and they have a good team back this year to challenge in the East again.
I know we're in a competitive division. I think there's good teams in the division, and that's what you have to start with, trying to get yourself in shape in that way.
We're picking up anew this year. We've got a lot of confidence in our ability, but, you know, we've got potential, but as you know, you can't go out on the field and win on potential or anything like that.
Last year, Phil Simms passed for almost 4,000 yards. Add that to Joe Morris's yards on the ground, and you've got one of the most explosive offenses in football. On defense, All-Pro Lawrence Taylor leads the way, along with veteran Harry Carson. On paper, the Giants are as good as anybody, but performance on the field is all that counts.
I think the optimism is good, but again, it's a question of doing it. You can't talk about it.
The Giants are a good ball club. They figure to be the favorite in the NFC East.
I think it'll probably go down about the last week like it usually does.
And you heard it from the Greek himself. Giants are the favorites, so we'll see if he comes out on that. Yankees have a doubleheader with Cleveland. They're winning game one, 3-1 in the second, which is good news for Yankees fans.
Okay.
He's afternoon. Thanks, Allie. All right. See you on the update. Stay with us now. A ride at Skycam 16 is next.
It's part of a birthday celebration marking a WNEP commitment to bring you the news first here in northeastern and central Pennsylvania.
It's the racing showdown we've been waiting for between old Spick and Span and new no-rinse Spick and Span. God, I gotta say, I'm real impressed with new no-rinse Spick and Span. It's got the same great cleaning power, but doesn't streak like you-know-who. They're in the home stretch. And all Spick and Span in a tailspin, it's going back to rinse. That makes new Spick and Span our winner. It's faster to the finish because there's no rinsing. Delivery.
That's my Sudsy Lemmy doll from Joy. Wow.
Super.
Awesome. Looks just like you.
I resemble that remark. Get your child's doll by mail for $4.25 when you buy Joy. Look for details in stores, July 27th paper, or write to this address. Great offer.
And that's a great shine.
'Cause we've got muscle.
Yeah, muscle.
Take it from a lemon who knows. This is one terrific doll. Ask anybody.
Finally tonight, for those of us who have been with Newswatch 16 for a while, it's hard to imagine what news gathering was like before Skycam 16.
WNEP TV has taken to the air for more than 7 years. You probably remember our first helicopter. Well, time really flies with Skycam because our second chopper, Skycam 2, is 2 years old today. Pilot Jack Ruland, who's been at the controls all these years for WNEP, helps us celebrate Skycam's birthday.
Back in 1979, WNEP started flying a Hughes 500 helicopter. We called it Skycam 16, and it was the first news helicopter in northeastern and central Pennsylvania.
Clear.
We use Skycam to get to and from news stories faster than the other stations, and we use it to give you a unique look at our area. But in January 1985, Skycam made history.
State police on an unmarked car has fired several more shots. It's a dark-colored car. The car is now pulling up along the side.
It was the morning of January 10th that an escaped mental patient, Kenneth Lumen, stole a laundry truck and went on a wild chase through the streets of Scranton and Lackawanna County. Within minutes, Skycam was in the air, sending us these live pictures of the chase and warning people to stay out of the way.
Police are now approaching the truck. They have their weapons drawn, as you can see. They're apparently ordering the suspect out of the truck. They have him out of the truck. They've got him on the ground.
Just this past June, it happened again. A mental patient allegedly stole a meat truck in Scranton and went for a ride up Route 11 into the Tunkhannock area. Skycam helped the police in the search and was there as Dana Paisaneski was captured.
Skycam has helped police in many other ways, but some of the most memorable pictures were from a series that Mike Stevens did. We called it Over the Pennsylvania Road, showing the beauty of our state from the air.
WNEP. Newswatch 16 and Skycam are proud to serve northeastern and central Pennsylvania, and we plan on doing that for many years to come. This is pilot Jack Ruland on board Skycam 16.
Happy birthday, Skycam.
Happy birthday.
That's Newswatch 16 for a Friday.
Tonight on the update, pollen. It affects many of us, and now researchers are trying to find out just how bad it is.
For the team, thanks for being with us.
Enjoy your evening.